Welcome back to Boy Band Break, where we encourage you to take a break from your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, my name's Diane.
I'm Chinzia.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Lydia, aka Mama Lou.
And
we're back.
It's time to get roasted.
Yeah,
Hi.
roasted.
Pumpkin seeds, baby.
Unless you, I think,
kidding.
live under a rock, because I feel like this is very well promoted.
It was,
Mhm.
yeah.
The Jonas Brothers have a roast. It is on Netflix. It was just released this week, or I guess this week that passed on Tuesday.
The 23rd-ish.
I was wording, I was not able to find it, and then as soon as I opened Netflix, it slapped me in the face, and I was like, oh, here it is. Here's
Jonas Brothers family roast.
Literally, I don't know about in the States, but in Canada, when you open Netflix, that's the first thing you see.
It did not do that for me.
Not for me either.
Oh.
And I was like,
You guys obviously have a weird algorithm then.
I was just she watches a lot of Murder, She Wrote, and yeah.
Oh,
It was
that's a
weird. And
throwback.
then when it popped up, it was like number 3 in Canada today. I'm like, okay, but I couldn't find it in the top 10. So what the hell?
Interesting.
Mine, it was literally, it just, the thing that bothers me about Netflix these days is that the popular stuff that's at the top, even if you just open Netflix, it just starts playing without you even touching a button.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one asked for this.
Not
I'm
at
not
all.
ready. I just wanted to open Netflix, but I didn't even have to press play. It was just like, oh, you're
Like,
here for
Diane,
the Jonas
we know you
Brothers.
need this.
Hello.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe it depends on like how you opened it, because I opened it in a browser. Do you guys open it at like on a smart TV?
Yes.
I open
Regular
it on my
TV.
Roku.
Oh, okay. How do you access Netflix, Soph?
I just turn it to 1311
Oh, okay.
and then it comes up. I don't know.
Through the television. Okay.
Oh, so she has it through her cable, obviously.
Yeah.
Fancy.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay. I don't have the Roku or the other stuff.
I'm a poor millennial, so I steal off my sister. Thank you, Chizzy.
Hey, that's okay. Whatever works.
Mom, but yes.
Yeah,
Listen,
I was fun.
I'm not here to call anyone out, but does anyone, only every single person they know pays for their own Netflix account?
No.
Yeah,
You know,
true,
it's all
true.
about sharing and caring.
That's right. We all share.
I share my Crave with everyone. Josh,
Exactly.
Thank you.
Disney Plus.
Yes.
That's lovely.
I pay for Netflix, but I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I'm the only person who uses it.
It's a community.
It's
So,
okay.
in
That's
case
right.
for some reason you don't have Netflix, good news. We're going to talk about it today. And we're
Yes.
gonna get all that. If you do, I just personally, I thought it was pretty funny. I've never actually watched a roast before. I was trying to remember if I had watched any other
What?
roast, but I can't think
Really?
I did. Maybe I've seen like clips of roast, but I've never seen like a full hour, whatever.
Did you
Alec
used to watch
Baldwin?
Comedy Central?
I did not watch that.
There was
No.
some roasts on there before.
Justin
That's where I used to
Bieber.
watch.
I was going to say, I feel like I don't watch a lot of them. I definitely watched the Justin Bieber roast.
Yeah. Pamela Anderson got a roast.
But there was
Yeah.
a few of them that I watched. It's what the Jonas Brothers one was, which was just like people come and make fun of them.
And get drunk and have a good time.
I thought it was good.
It was funnier than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to say my expectations were low because the Jonas Brothers put on quality shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But my expectations weren't super high in terms of it being really funny. Because I didn't know how hard they were gonna let them go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was like, this is on Netflix. They're former Disney people. What
Yeah.
are they really gonna go for here? But
Right.
I genuinely laughed out loud a couple of times.
I also did as well. Yeah.
So that was much funnier than I thought it would be.
Agreed.
Question about other roasts. So I know that the Jonas Brothers started it off with a skit, ended it with a skit, and there was a couple in there. Is there normally skits in roasts, or is that just because that's the Jonas Brothers and they like to do these little videos?
Yeah.
I
And
think
they
it's
were
just
kind of
because
like
Jonas
the pioneers of when social media was first starting. They were doing a lot of videos on YouTube and things like that, and having little jokes and
They were, yeah.
Yeah. So I was just wondering if that's like a typical thing or that's just a Jonas Brothers thing. Okay.
That's just a Joe
I don't know
Bros.
if it was a Jonas Brothers thing or a Netflix thing or what that was. If it was supposed to be like, because Kenan Thompson was like the main host and he's like big SNL guy.
And he used to be on a Nickelodeon show back in the day.
Fat Albert?
Yes.
No, I feel like it was like a skit show for kids back in the day.
Oh, I don't know. But wasn't he also on Fat
Wikipedia
Albert?
that shit.
I thought he was.
Anyways, while she's doing that, SNL is also kind of like that, where they have like the little skitty things. So if Kenan Thompson was involved in creating this, then that also tracks.
And Pete Davidson.
Davidson, yeah. Although he hasn't been on SNL as quite as long as Kenan has, but he's also an SNL
so much back in the day. But
who?
I used to watch SNL back in the day when we were like teenagers and stuff. But
because they had our special guests like
Spice
Girls and all that. The Spice Girls. That was the day where Princess Diana got killed.
Yes, that's literally my that is like how I remember Spice Girls dying, because we were supposed to watch. I mean, not the Spice Girls dying. My God, Princess Diana dying. Because we were supposed to watch the Spice Girls on Saturday Night Live. We were going to Canada's Wonderland the next day, and Gary St. Julian was sleeping over.
Yes, he was.
So there you go.
I don't think I watched it back then. But...
Okay, so I'm right. So he had a show called Keenan and Kel, and it was like a skit show, and they also were on this Good Burger.
Good Burger.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Not Fat Albert then.
Yes.
That's my imagination.
Apparently he was also on Snakes on a Plane. I've never watched that movie.
Me neither.
No.
Holy shit. He's been
Here's the thing that I'm going to say about Snakes on a Plane, okay? It's supposed to be funny, right? Like the point is it's supposed to be like a spoof. I don't like scary shit, and this is it. Like, even though it's not scary, there's a lot of like snakes jumping out at you, and I got scared, and I was like, I don't like this movie.
Oh no!
Oh, like jump scares, yeah.
That sucks.
But
jump scares sucks.
That was a good day actually, because my friend worked at a movie theater at the time, so she could get free movies. So we went to watch Snakes on a Plane. Left. Went to eat, came back, watched Magic Mike.
Very good.
There you go. See? Progression.
Yes.
You're correct. He did star in Fat Albert in 2004.
Yeah.
And does anyone want to guess what his first credited movie is on Netflix?
Credited movie?
On the first thing, his first credited acting role that it's showing up here.
I don't want to guess.
I don't know.
Kraft peanut butter commercial?
No. I don't think they put commercials on here. No. So this was a movie. This was a sequel that he was in, and he was also on the third. What do you call a third one? Not a sequel.
Trilogy?
Yes.
Trilogy.
All right. It was in 1994. He played a character named Russ on D2, The Mighty Ducks.
Oh, quack.
Yes, Mighty Ducks.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
I feel
Yep.
All right. And
now that you say
anyways, he's a good comedian. He's hilarious. He's been doing this since
very funny.
He was a kid, which is why I thought maybe that's why they put him, because he like grew up around the same time that the Jonas Brothers were doing stuff, I'm assuming. Although he was born in 1978 in Atlanta, Georgia, in case anyone's wondering.
Thank you. Keep Wikipedia up because you'll need it for all the rest of the guests that have come.
Yes.
So I have on my notes is like a play-by-play.
We need to look. Okay, we'll get to it when we get to it, because I feel like I knew everyone who was there.
There was one guy I was like, I don't know who he is, but I was like, okay.
I know.
Yeah.
But he was funny, so I was like, okay, whatever.
How do we want to do this? Like, should we? Did anyone else make notes? Like, should I just?
I made some notes, but you can go and then I'll chime in like everyone else does.
Okay, I will take point, and then you guys just talk, and then if I miss anything, Soph, you can, accountability buddy. Or my accountability
Sounds
buddy.
good.
Okay.
Teamwork.
Right, perfect. So we start off the roast with a breakfast fight at the table. So pancakes were thrown. And
so the main point was Nick was eating an acai bowl, but it's not a acai bowl. It's a acai bowl or whatever. And then Kevin was like, no, it's quinoa.
Oh yeah, I was like, what?
So they're arguing about that.
Pronunciation.
And then
I knew how to pronounce that because I went to Booster Juice. Is that only Booster Juice?
Is it acai?
Yeah, it's acai.
Yeah.
That's how it's spelled ACAI. But yes, they were trying to decide how to say it.
So Nick was saying like, what's in it? And then Kevin was like, Gwyneth called, you're late for your vagina statement.
Yeah, that was so good.
Like, that was great. I was like, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it was so good. So anyways.
Gwyneth cultural reference, guys.
Yes.
Yes. So they start the fight and then they're like, okay, we know how to settle this. This is all a skip, by the way, before the roast even starts. Then they have a Jonas Brothers fight club. In the basement. So some hilarious lines, like the mom was yelling at them, and it's like, what are you doing down there? He's like, oh, we're watching porn together.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was good.
So good.
That's where your brain goes. Yes.
Yeah, and then first rule
because they're
club.
going through the Fight Club rules. Sorry.
Yes.
What was that?
Exactly.
Was it on The Simpsons? What were you doing? Blah blah. I was out buying pornography.
yes, that is
Yeah.
That's funny.
So obviously, first rule Fight Club, don't talk about Fight Club. And then one of the wives called. He's like, oh yeah, I'm at Fight Club. And then you're like,
Nick's wife called him.
Yes.
And the ringtone is I'm a sucker for you.
So cute.
That was great.
I'm a sucker for you.
So meta.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure more stuff happened in there, but
I have it if you want me to read it off.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. Second rule, we don't talk about it. And then Nick answers the phone. He tells his wife like everything that they're doing. And then the boys are like, hey, dude, that's part of Fight Club rules. Don't say anything. And then he's like, okay, I'll call you back. And then
it wasn't one of the
Next
rules.
scene.
They couldn't hit them in the face because they're too pretty.
Yes, that's coming up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, third rule, don't punch each other in the face. They're too pretty for this. And then they go to another scene. They're pretending to be Thor.
And all of them are pretending to be Thor.
Yes, because they thought one of them is going to be Loki, but they're like, no, they're all Thor.
So that was hilarious.
It was.
And then we go to...
That was kind of like, I got it, but I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's Thor. Come on.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
They obviously think highly of themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They're all like, I'm the hero. So then we go over to the Camp Rock, I guess, set.
Yes.
And then, so what happens?
I put Camp Rock because Kevin likes it there. That's where they grew as brothers and as a band. So this is where they can heal each other.
And they have the stupid hair, right? They all
Yes.
have the wigs on. Yes.
Yeah.
And then Kevin has like the eyebrows.
Yeah, there's a solo album joke and then an eyebrow joke.
Yeah,
And
bogus
then-
Jonas. You can see something under those eyebrows. That was funny.
Yeah. And then we have Kenan Thompson come in and do the roast intro. It's like so the skit ended. It's like, oh boys, I know how another way we can settle this. Roast. Hey, hello everyone, welcome to the roast. And then I liked
He's
how
the host. Yeah.
he's the so Kenan was the host, and then he did like a Jonas Brothers 101, which I thought was really helpful for people who don't know who Jonas is, right?
Yeah.
Can we just make a quick discussion on their outfits?
Yeah.
What did we feel about these outfits?
Yikes.
Yeah.
Very
not wearing
Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, it is typical of what they normally wear, but it was just like, so Kevin was wearing his like,
Well,
They weren't really
green?
coordinated.
bring it up.
Well, they don't need to be coordinated. They're not like.
no, they don't. But it's just like it
But
just felt
still.
like they were at different events. I don't know. They're wearing like the theme
Here,
of the.
I will show you. Don't worry. Look
I
at
feel
this.
like here's the thing. No, because I feel
'Cause I
like
don't-
Kevin and Nick were both wearing suits,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's just Joe always likes to take it in that other direction, but I feel like,
Fair.
oh, there's
It look
us.
alike it
There it
is.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
do
I
you
don't
see?
know. Like I
on your screen?
appreciate
I don't
that
know.
the Jonas Brothers like
wait,
colorful suits.
Yeah, for the people at home who can't see this, can someone describe this?
So Kevin is wearing a suit that I don't know. What do we call that? Pea green, maybe.
Lime green.
I
Yeah,
would like
lime.
lime, yeah.
Yeah.
Lime green with just a white T-shirt underneath, done up, and then we have Nick is wearing a stylish suit that looks like he's in Miami in the 80s. He has
it's white.
a white.
It's white.
Yeah. It has like a patterned shirt underneath of tropical, couple buttons undone. And then we got Joe who's wearing black pants. I'm assuming that's a white wife beater, and then a silver
it's like a disco ball
shirt, sleeve shirt, open, kind of looks like he has a chain going on there. He kind of looks hair slicked. He
dares to be different. It's fine.
Sorry?
Yeah. He dares to be different. It's fine.
Yeah. And I appreciate sparkly, so I'm good. I don't know. I just thought, I don't know.
Ma, this what you gonna wear? You're on a roast? I don't think so.
Sad nobody roasted the
nicer. Yeah, I know.
Well,
right?
Lily did.
Yes, that was actually really funny. That was So anyway, are we good? Does anybody else want to discuss?
No, that's good.
All right, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. All right, stop sharing. There you go, and we're back.
All right. So yes, so they come out. He does his little intro, and then our first person is.
Oh, he says the wives are there. They bring out the Joe Bros.
Yeah, so the Joe Bros are sitting in 3 chairs on the left, I guess, of the stage. And then the wives are sitting on a couch on the right of the stage. And then he is in the middle. And then they're in.
Can I just say something that bothered me before we continue and I forget?
Yes. Yeah.
So where the wives were sitting, you could see that
people in the background.
Well, people behind them. But Wells, Adams, and Sarah Hyland were sitting back there, and I was like, ooh, is Wells gonna do something? And then they just never even acknowledged that they were there. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
So was he the one who was like, when Dr. Phil was talking, that he was
you could really see them when Dr. Phil was there.
One guy who was like this, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? So I like, oh, this guy.
Oh my God, you don't know.
Okay.
I just realized you don't know who Wells is.
Yeah, in that show. What is that show called
again? Is that the Bachelor guy?
No, isn't it in that show? I forget.
You don't know who Wells is.
I heard you speak.
Yes, I do. Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Yes, I do. Okay, it's with Al Bundy, Ed O'Neill, right? With Ed O'Neill?
Sarah Hyland is in Modern Family, yes.
Okay, Modern Family, yes, I know that one.
Yes, she's.
I do feel like I saw Bernie Feldstein in the crowd, but I could be wrong.
Sarah Hyland is, what was her name in the show?
Haley
on Modern Family.
Okay, I knew that one.
Wells Adams is her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I know the show.
Cynthia.
I know the show, but I can't think of it.
You don't know the show because Shinzi already said it and you said no. He's from The Bachelor. Right?
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
And he's like the guy on Bachelor in Paradise.
Okay.
Wait, like a host or a penis?
I knew the other show at least.
A host or a penis?
Is he the host or like the penis?
He was a contestant. He was a bachelor on Caitlin Bristow's season, I think.
Okay.
Pretty sure. And then he was a radio host, and then that was his job, and then he went on The Bachelor. He went on The Bachelorette, excuse me. And everyone loved him, but she obviously didn't pick him.
Oh.
And then, well, not obviously, because everyone breaks up anyways.
Yeah.
She did not pick him. He didn't even really go that far, but then I think he went on Bachelor in Paradise, I'm pretty sure. But then like nobody liked him there anyways, but all the like Bachelor nation is like, we love Wells. So then, because he's so funny. And
I've heard Diane talk about him being funny and tweeting things. That's why I only name.
And then eventually what they did is they got Wells to be the bartender in Bachelor in Paradise when Chris Harrison was still on.
Okay.
And now that Chris Harrison is canceled, I think he should become the host of Bachelor in Paradise. This year they didn't do that. They had all the celebrity hosts, which was kind of fun. But I think they should just let Wells do it.
Yeah.
Because
why not?
Anyways, I was mad because I was like, oh, Wells is there. And then I was like, they didn't even acknowledge his presence. We had Dr. Phil come out. Anyways,
yeah,
whatever.
That was so stupid.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt the flow of this. I just didn't want to forget that.
No, it's good.
No,
yeah,
it's good. Thank you for sharing.
Usually at a roast, they have like an open mic people can walk up to. You know what I mean? But this is too.
It was a lot of structure. They structured it like.
By the end of it, I was like, I really like how it just flowed, and they didn't stop it down or whatever. Like, I guess when it's a roast for TV, they would then. I don't know. I just felt like it was like one long play, and then everyone was already set up where they needed to be, and like things were.
Yeah, I'm assuming they rehearsed it or something like that because they were very good.
There was definitely a lot of it was scripted, I think, but whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I thought that they were looking at like the
teleprompt.
That's what it's called, teleprompting. Yeah.
All right, so first guest was Lily Singh, right?
Oh, wait. You missed some stuff.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Okay, so they did the Jonas Brothers 101. They did a New Jersey joke. Haha, that's what everyone does. If you're not from New York. Yeah.
Sorry, and then they did. He said their dad is in the audience.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Did you have this?
Oh, give this man testicles a Grammy?
Oh, no, their dad is in the audience. No, the mom is not there. Joking that the mom went to a Bieber concert and you can't give away those tickets.
That's true.
Are they divorced, the Jonas Brother parents?
No, I don't think so.
He wore his ring. I assume they're still married, but that could mean nothing. So
it just seems weird that they wouldn't show up for it. Like, kind of schedule. Oh, okay. And then Frankie.
Maybe mom was like, didn't want to hear any like mean things about her boys. I don't know.
I assumed it was like, oh, it's going to be too risque. Like, she doesn't want to hear the weird sex jokes and shit like that. So she was like, I'm just not going to come.
Yeah.
I would have gone, but okay.
And then Frankie.
Mama Lou.
Yes, exactly.
Thank
you. Is Frankie's real name Franklin?
I guess.
Yes.
Okay, so they were just talking about how Frankie wasn't there either, and that they're not allowed to call him the Bonus Jonas, but because he didn't show up, they're going to call him the Dishonest Jonas.
Oh my God, that was funny.
That was cute. That was super cute. And then they made a Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child joke.
That was the first time that I laughed out loud, and I
wrote it down.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So once they were showing all the memes or the outfits and whatever.
That too. That was good.
That was funny. And then they showed the meme, and then he said, "Every Destiny's Child needs a Michelle Williams," and then the crowd goes, "Ooh!" And then he's like,
"I feel
reminded the people." Sorry.
That was like their first real like savage burn.
Yeah.
Like, all the other stuff was like ha ha, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever. That was like the first like oh shit.
A zinger, right? A zinger.
Kevin's going down.
So then he had to remind people, this is a roast. We're getting roasty.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Thank God. So then after that, that was funny. And then they
he's showing more pictures, and he's like saying like. Joe looks like Mitt
Romney of
Romney. Yeah, I was like, okay.
A glass of white milk come to life.
Oh my God, I was dying.
Shit, they were good. These jokes.
I don't know why it was funny, but it was funny.
I know. Then they made a Nick Jonas dick joke or something.
Big Dick Jonas. I was like, okay.
And then I thought they were going to show a picture of his big dick, but then they did not.
Well, no, I don't think they're going to be like, here's
no,
his dick.
But like
a zoom-in of a crotch would have been wonderful.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
There was a lot of like Nick has a big dick, no he has a small dick, no he has a big dick, no he has a small dick, then randomly Kevin had a big dick at one point.
Yeah.
Joe has a small dick was a lot of the like I'm like, wow, has everyone seen their dicks? Just
yeah. That's normal in a roast to talk about body parts.
I guess, but I was just like wow, okay, there's a lot of dick size jokes, just for anyone who's wondering.
Yeah.
It's one of those roasts.
Yeah, right? I know. And then the host goes on to say, the Jonas Brothers do actually have some friends.
Yeah, that was good. That was a sick burn.
And here is Lily Singh. So did I miss anything, Soph?
I just wrote they gave love to the wives because they're the better halves.
Yeah.
And then that's basically what I had.
All right, so Ochin, go ahead.
That's nothing. No. So Lily Singh is Canadian.
Yay, from Scarborough.
I was just like, yeah, we got some Canada representing.
Woo woo.
And
her outfit.
Very similar Kevin outfit to what Kevin was wearing. A big, oversized
dressed as Kevin.
Do you think she knew Kevin was wearing that ensemble before, or
no?
Do you think because she wears a lot of like jackets and stuff, like. Yeah.
I can't say that I am really knowledgeable about what Lily Singh wears on the regular.
Okay.
Yeah, no, okay, so just so you guys can see, I also have a photo. Oh, of course I do.
Because she was she was a late host.
So do you see
green.
Wait a minute. Okay, so hold on. Wait, I'm scrolling. There's the picture. Okay, this is everyone that was present, and this is what they were all wearing. Can you see that?
I don't think it was everyone that's present, but
everyone who did like a little haha.
No, there's other people who aren't in that picture, but yes.
There are. Okay, this is Lily Singh right here.
So see, because then when she came out, then I'm like, okay, so Kevin's suit isn't really green; it's more yellow now. Like I'm confused.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Green.
I don't know. It's that kind of yellowy green that you use as like fluorescent green or like very bright green when you're doing like, neon.
Yeah.
So Lily's wearing a suit thingy, oversized, white running shoes, and big hoop earrings, super long hair. So then she came out, and there was some good jokes.
There was some good jokes.
Wedding, when she went to their wedding.
That was good.
Wait, I have it.
Family was.
Wait, I have it. It's like, we're so happy that you're marrying our brother Nick. Oh.
Because she is also...
Because people are racist, and yes.
Yes, she's brown, so so then she was like... So Priyanka thought that was hilarious. She was like...
Yeah, she was laughing.
It was fun to see, like, the reactions of people, for sure.
Yeah. She said, she's so glad that, Hollywood's, like, diversifying, and now I'm here celebrating 3 white guys from New Jersey.
Yeah, she's like, I'm finally on a Netflix special.
Yes, yeah, because she was talking about in the comedy world, not Hollywood, comedians. So So.
And then she was talking about like I just wrote down some of the jokes that made me go ha, right? Yeah. And then she was like, oh, as a Canadian, I had your poster up, and made me think maybe I'm really into girls.
That's why, because I was like, I'm pretty sure Lily is a lesbian, and I'm like, where's she going with this? And
I think she's bisexual. She's
I think she's bi.
A full lesbian.
Yeah. And then she says, I can grow more facial hair than you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
And then she saw also with a poster, she saw anyone can be a pop star.
Yes.
That was another savage.
And then
savage Kevin one.
Nick and Joe are really close to their accountant.
Yes, that was so good.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, she said, speaking of weaknesses, Kevin is here. Nick and Jonas are really close to their accountant. Nick can't grow a beard, which is why he married one.
Yes. Yes.
That was the only gay joke, which I thought was funny. But yes, for a long time, everyone not suggested. I don't know it's, I haven't had enough coffee. A lot of people thought Nick Jonas might be gay.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, maybe.
You never know.
Yeah.
Out there, people just assume, right? So.
Yeah, and then they talked about. I don't know, Soph, did you catch the whole joke? The Grammy, Emmy, Oscar, and Tony.
But there was one more.
Sorry, go ahead.
About Joe.
Go ahead.
Did you get the Joe one?
No.
Joe, I didn't forget about you. I forgot about you from 2008 to 2015, but not tonight.
Yeah,
and then she just kept going and didn't talk about Joe. That's great.
And then the one about that one, I think, was Nick wants a Grammy, a Tony, an Emmy,
and an Oscar.
and something else.
An Oscar.
Yeah. Grammy, Emmy, Oscar, Tony.
And then the only way that he would get it if he adopted puppies or dogs and called them Oscar, Tony, Grammy, Emmy.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. Yeah.
That was good. And then so then that was Lily Singh's bit. So then they went back to the guy hosting, and they said that he, he had like fun like facts, like did you know, right? So he's like, did you know that they were on the Build-A-Bear parade float, and they made a Build-A-Bear out of Kevin's old sideburns.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Pete Davidson was like,
and there was heckling in the crowd.
He's like booing him.
Yeah, he's like boo, boo. Yeah.
Wait, did they pass the joke where they were like, they're the most famous musicians to come out of New Jersey, except for like Frank Sinatra and this person and Bon Jovi and listed all these people, like, but after that, it's you guys.
Yeah, that was during the guys like warm up before.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a New Jersey joke, because I'm like, I didn't write down everything, but that was
that was a funny one.
That was a funny one. Yeah, so good. Okay, so then we are introduced to Pete Davidson. So Shinzia, would you like to talk about who he is?
Well, he is an ugly man that a lot of women are in love with for some reason.
Thank you.
I don't understand. But he was with Ariana Grande for a while. He was engaged to her. I believe he's currently dating Kim Kardashian.
Yep.
They're official, bruh.
A couple of other models and celebrities.
People were saying on Twitter the reason why he has so many girls is because he has a big penis, but I don't know.
Yes, that's the joke. Ariana Grande had said that, but at one point, and then he's like, well, she's just very tiny, so things look big to her and stuff. So like, that's kind of. But anyways, he's on SNL. He's funny.
I watched a TikTok of a lady who dated him or went on a date with him. Before he was like really famous, like before Ariana Grande, like all that. And she said that it's because he's a really nice guy and he's really funny. Like she like told a couple of anecdotes about how nice he was.
Yeah.
Like
he seems like he'd be charming and funny and things. So,
so she thinks that's why, and she thinks that, and I've read this from other people too, in articles. Like Kate Beckinsale, I think, said it. That like it's pretty superficial that everyone just thinks that the only reason you would date someone is for how they look.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? She was
Hollywood.
like, maybe he's just a really nice guy. Like.
Yeah,
fair.
True. So I'm going to show you what he was wearing at the event. So there he is in his bright yellow.
See, pretending to be a fan.
He had, and then his hair was kind of bleached and growing out. So,
he also dated the chick from Bridgerton.
Oh yeah,
the main one.
No way.
Yeah.
Man, he's getting around. Jeez.
Yes. My favorite meme after the whole Kim Kardashian thing was like someone made a meme that was like, if you're in line to date Pete Davidson, stay in line. As long as you are in line, you will get your chance to date.
Oh, that's a good one. That's great.
That's accurate. Yeah, okay. I know. It just, you know what it is? It's because Hollywood is so superficial that's literally... Yeah, he probably is a genuinely good person, right? But just looking at him, you're like, oh. But that's only because the Hollywood machine has programmed us to think this way.
And also, I don't think he's that ugly.
And he's not.
It's not like
It's not like he's like Quasimodo or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, he just looks a little tired. I feel like he just looks perpetually tired. I feel like
he looks like a New York person should look, I think. Like, this is what people in New York look like.
Yeah.
They're just like in the big city, never sleep, work. I don't know. I feel like
true.
Yeah, that's true.
True. Right, stop sharing screen. All right.
Right.
So he's in the crowd. He stands up. Keenan is like, what the hell? Stop heckling me, blah, blah, blah. And he's all
he's like, the Jonas Brothers rock.
Yes, yeah. I only wrote down some parts of this, so maybe Sophie articulate on that one.
So he said Nick had a hit called Jealous. It would have been more believable if Kevin was singing it.
Yes.
That was good.
So
and then Nick's a serious actor. He's won everything from a Kids' Choice Award and a Teen's Choice Award.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was great.
Oh, go ahead.
And then I have Haven't you ever heard the song Roller Coaster? One of our favorites? Yeah. You know how brave it is to sing a song none of them are tall enough to ride?
Yes.
That was something that I did not realize, that they're short. I guess I've never, like, we've seen them in a concert, but it's still like an odd perspective because they're on stage and you're down here.
True.
I never realized they were short. But they are, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I guess, yeah.
All celebrities, okay, I have a theory actually about celebrities, is that
I think
really successful ones are very short. Britney Spears
is like tiny. Less short than the other two, but
yeah.
All right, does anyone want? I have Googled their heights for us.
Thank you, Jazia.
It says, okay, so Kevin is apparently the tallest in the band.
5'11", maybe.
6 feet.
5'9".
Oh.
He's the tallest and he's 5'9".
That's sad.
Like,
that's how tall Fisherman Sink is.
Oh, shit.
And Howie. It's like a good size. Like 5'9" and a bit.
But optically, Joe looks taller. Is it because he's like skinnier?
Maybe he wears shoes that are higher. I don't know.
That's possible.
In case you're wondering, Kevin's wife Danielle is 5'5". Joe.
I guess because she has heels on, she looks taller.
I'm 5'5".
I am 5'2.5", guys.
There's no way you're 5'5", Lydia.
Yeah. You're at least 5'7" or 5'6".
I'm a short.
Carry on.
All right. Joe is in the middle. He's 5'7". He is shorter than his wife Sophie Turner, who is 5'9".
Whoa.
Nick is the youngest member of the band, is the shortest, coming in at 5'6". And Priyanka is 5'5". Interesting. I thought Priyanka was.
I thought Priyanka was 7 feet. Like she's.
I feel like she wears
because of the heels, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Priyanka is kind of like glamazon. I feel like she looks. Yeah.
Like RuPaul, like is a glamazon.
More, than she probably is.
And then this Sun article also decides to tell us about Frankie Jonas, who is 21, is the tallest of the Jonases.
There was a joke about him being able to reach things on the top shelf, and that's the only reason they keep him around, yes.
So allegedly he is 5'11", but some sources have him as 5'8". So I don't know if that was maybe before he grew.
That's a big jump.
I'm assuming he's 5'11". But it also said that in pictures of them, he looks around the same height as Kevin. And we said Kevin was 5'9". So.
Okay.
So when was this article written?
That is an excellent question. November 23rd, 2021.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But also, I don't think they have no recent pictures of Frankie, so we don't know. So there you go.
The internet is a wonderful place.
See? You just learn all these facts.
Yeah. All right. So
that's pretty short. Ouch.
I think it's a good size. I would be okay around them. They're like my size.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously taller than me.
And then there was one. He looks like a Jonas brother if he was a Jonas sister.
That was a good one. Did you get? Oh, there was one. I listened to Jonas Brothers
every time. He looks like a Jonas brother if his mother was also the Jonas sister or something.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I couldn't get all of it.
Who was that about?
I have no idea.
I don't think it's about anything. I think he's just saying he looks like if a brother and a sister married each other and had a baby.
No, but who's he? Or was this about Pete?
It was about himself. Yes, it was a self-deprecating joke that I'm ugly. So, but I kind of look like them. So I look like if I,
yes.
I didn't catch all of it, but it was funny.
Yeah. And then I listened to Jonas every time I'm in the supermarket. And then I wrote down a little bit longer, softer penis.
Okay, I got this one. This one I wrote because it was hilarious. These guys rock. A little bit longer is my favorite album. And it's what Sophie wishes Joe's penis was.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I wrote
and then Sophie seemed to agree because she did like the guns to him.
Oh God.
Or like the I guess. And then he said, "Winter is coming, but Sophie not so much," and that's when she did the guns.
Because Lydia, she was in Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. I get it. Winter's coming. Lols. Red wedding. All. Everyone hated it. Okay. So, was there any other Pete Davidson stuff? At this
let me see. Nope, that's it.
Okay, excellent. All right, so now our next guest is married to one of the Jonas. This is
Priyanka.
All right, so she you want to take
She's
lead on this?
married to Nick.
Yes.
Do you want to? You can do it, and then
Okay,
I'll chime in.
Cause like she had a really like funny zinger at the beginning, right? She's like, I'm from India, lots of culture, and then she's like, so that would explain why the brothers didn't make it in India or something like that.
Oh, I have that. Okay.
Okay, say it.
So first it was, she was very excited to roast her husband and his brother and his brothers, names that she couldn't remember.
Yes, that was good.
And then she's from India, a culture rich in culture and music and entertainment, and clearly Joe Bros didn't make it over there.
Yes. And then she's like, you get, because like I didn't write a whole lot. Like they're all kind of my notes in this part were kind of, because she was like fast talking, and I was like, I was trying to get it.
Yeah, I had to stop it at some points to write it down because it was so good. There were like some good ones. She talked about the 10-year age gap. 10-year age gap, where they teach each other. So the pop culture references from the 90s he doesn't know about, so she teaches him that, and then he teaches her about TikTok, and then she teaches him what a successful acting career looks like. That's a good zinger. That was good.
That was a good one.
And then she says the Jonas Brothers are always online, on the phone, on Instagram, and all three combined, they still have less followers than she does.
That was good. That was
so good. Then she says the most popular Jonas brother is her, and she gives her ads.
Yes, that was cute.
That was cute. And then pretty much
and then she's like, their favorite thing to talk about is Nick Jonas. They're both obsessed with him.
Yes.
Because before she only knew him of Jonas' brother, baby brother. Kevin Jonas's baby brother.
Yes. And then she's like, oh, like, we'll stay together forever unless Crims Hemsworth becomes a single.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah.
And
then she wrote, I wouldn't want to be married to anyone else.
Yes, that was good. And then there was a surprise twist at the end.
Oh, yes, that was hilarious. So then she was talking about how they're so into families.
Yes.
They're both very big about family, and they're the only ones without kids. So that's why
Nick was like losing it. He's like, oh my gosh.
And then they're like, I'm just we're expecting to get drunk.
He was in a panic. You could see his face.
Like, we are expecting, and then there was like ... to get drunk tonight, and everyone's like, oh,
because we don't have to get up in the morning with our kids,
right? Because they could sleep in.
Yeah, it was cute. Yeah, so that was and then she ended off with the I wouldn't want to babysit marry someone else. So that was cute.
Yeah.
And then we have, what's that? A tickling of the ivories, a beautiful piano.
Oh, who could it be?
Dee, can you guess who the next guest was?
Can I guess, or do you want? I saw it. It was John Legend.
Woo!
So, Chinzia, who is John Legend?
He is Chrissy Teigen's husband, and also a musician who's very popular.
I literally, when they said in the intro, they said some of the people who are going to be there. And then when they said John Legend, I was like, how the hell did they get John Legend to be on this thing? And then I remembered that Nick Jonas is on The Voice. And I was like, right.
Oh, right.
Yes.
So anyway,
he was on there for 2 seasons.
Yes. I think he's still on. Like, their season that's airing, or maybe it just finished. Nick Jonas is on.
Oh, okay, good.
So John Legend is there with his piano. So he says he wrote a song about his favorite band. So they have.
So he's like serenading them. This is great.
That was a beautiful song about his favorite band. That was not the Jonas Brothers.
The Beatles. Yeah, you're not the Beatles.
Not the Beatles.
You're better than Hanson. You can take them home to Granny. They never won a Grammy. And then they kept saying like,
never be the Beatles. Not in this life.
No. And then, they kept calling Kevin Keith.
No, not the Beatles.
Yeah.
Kyle or something.
And I want to say Keith.
course.
That was so cute.
Yeah, so it was just a bunch of K names that he put in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then he's like, sing along, everyone.
And then,
It was very catchy.
So catchy. It was so
It
good.
was
I
And then,
started singing along too. I don't know. It was like very catchy.
someone was rolling in the grave with Cake on the Ocean. I didn't catch that part.
George Harrison.
Oh, okay.
Because he was trying to like match up each of the Jonas Brothers to like one of the Beatles. So I think he said that Nick was Paul McCartney, and then he said Kevin was Ringo Starr, and then he said that Joe was George Harrison. I guess no one gets to be John Lennon.
Is George Harrison part of the Beatles?
Yes.
Yes.
He is. I know a lot of people shit upon Ringo as being the least favorite, but I feel like George Harrison is kind of.
I think when the Beatles were in their heyday, like in the 50s, 60s, whenever they were popular, I don't really know, 70s, some time ago.
Around all those eras, yes.
George was more popular than Ringo, but now he's not, because Ringo has continued to do more things and George has not.
Alive?
No.
What does George Harrison look like?
Only Paul and Ringo are alive.
I'm gonna look this up. George Harrison Beatles. Yeah.
I don't think.
Oh, he's
he
that
died
guy.
in 2001. You have no idea. Who he is.
Oh no!
That was the end of the
20
song.
years
At
ago.
least none of you died.
Yeah.
Yes, that was good. Here, sorry, really quickly for the people who are like, "Who the hell was this guy?" It was this guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we all know.
See, I feel like Ringo is just more recognizable because of his nose and his.
I just think he's more recognizable to us because we were not.
We were not there at the
during
time.
these times.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
True.
All right. So then,
So that's like the best part of the special. I was like, wow, that's really good. It's like a great song.
John Legend is low key funny. Like he's not whatever. And fun fact, he has an EGOT.
Yes, he does. Because I remember it was a big deal.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
The thing that Nick wants.
Yes,
he has that.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
So like movie, music, on stage, and then I can't remember the other one.
He did all those things? Wow.
Yes.
Good for him.
It was a big deal. I think he got it like a couple years ago.
Wait for it.
Dairy.
Yeah.
No, there's not a lot of people who have it. Like, there's only like, it's a very like, I don't know. I can't remember how many people actually have that, but like, there's not a lot.
Wow.
Is it like a low 6? Maybe 6 people?
No,
I wanted to say like 10 or 12.
Oh, okay. Oh,
16.
16. Okay.
As of 2020. But I feel like it just like it took a while for them to get that. And now I feel more recent years. Rita Moreno is one of them. Audrey Hepburn.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Nice.
Tim Rice, John Legend. Okay, some of these names I don't know, but yes, there you go.
Well,
It's
some
very
of them
cool.
are probably like
Robert
not.
Lopez, Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yeah, they're
yeah.
probably like producers. Like they're not the actual celebrity. They're just like people who work behind the scenes, and then they worked behind the scenes and all these things, and then that's how they got.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Liza Minnelli, James Earl Jones.
Liza.
Because the reason, like, John Legend is a singer. That's his main job. But then, like, he puts music in movies, and then he was in the TV special. I want to say Joseph and the Technicolor Dream. No, Jesus Christ Superstar. And then
Well, they have listed his category as singer, composer, producer. But yeah, it's mostly like composers. There's some actresses. There's some, so there you go.
That's awesome for him, right?
It is an exclusive award.
Excellent.
All right. Perfect.
Well done to all.
Okay, so then he essentially ends off the song with "Not for me, your beautiful wives, and none of you died," which you've mentioned, so we're good. Okay, then there was a football montage.
So Keenan Thompson says they go to the LA Rams football stadium to see who sucks the least.
Or the most.
Sorry, the most.
Yes.
No, I think he does say the least.
Oh yeah, does he?
Yeah.
I thought he said most.
I wrote the least, but maybe somebody heard differently.
In my head, he said to see which of you sucks the least.
Yes.
Which is assuming, because if you say which sucks the most, it assumes that they might be good. But if you say who sucks the least, it says they're all gonna suck, but who sucks the least?
I feel like I read most because the captioning was on, but I could be wrong. But anyways, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So they think Tom Brady.
But that's funny. That's funny though. Yeah.
Yes. So they're like, yay, Tom Brady's gonna teach us how to play football or whatever. And then it's like, no, it's Tom Grady.
It's the coach. Oh my God. And it's obviously Kenan Thompson.
Yes. And then they do like some warm-ups and stuff, and then they end up like throwing the football at each other, and the Nick and Joe catch it, and then Kevin just fails, and then they're like,
Kevin is the worst.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
He really badly, and they're just like, but we gave you a chance to redeem yourself. So then he came out, and then he had to kick the football.
He had to go on the field and kick a field goal.
Yeah, sorry, a good joke. There was a good joke. It's like it's like this is called the Jonas Brothers, not the Jonas Brothers. You clearly need some more black people in your band. I was like,
that was a good one. That was good. That was good.
That was
And
then then they make Kevin kick the football, and then it says and then he makes the H, and then he says, "You kick that football like they kick you out of the band."
That was good.
That was good. So he does it. He did a good job, and he's like, that was my first try. And then Nick's like, I don't know if that was your first try, but whatever, we'll give it to you.
Yeah. That was cute. Okay, so then
Pete Davidson is back as Frank Jonas.
Wait, they made a Jumanji joke.
Yes, sorry.
Nick is in Jumanji, obviously not the original Jumanji. He's in the remakes with The Rock and Kevin Hart.
Yes.
Did you get that joke, Soph? Because I didn't. It came too fast. I didn't really.
I did not get that one. All I heard was it was
made a Jumanji joke earlier, and then they were somehow it came up again, and they were asking him if he was friends with The Rock, and he was like, "No, he doesn't call me back." And then Kenan was like, "Are you friends with the little one?" And he was like,
yes.
"Yeah."
Yes.
And then he was like, yeah, little black guys are always good for that. And blah, blah.
Yes.
And then I feel like later on, I don't know if it was at this point or if it was later on, that Nick's like, we made 2 Jumanjis, so shut up and blah, blah, blah. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
That was good.
Right.
That was good.
I don't remember the joke. It didn't stick in my head. I obviously didn't think it was
I didn't write that part down because it wasn't memorable to me. So
yeah, exactly. All right. So then after that, then we have Frankie Jonas, who's played by Pete Davidson. Do you have most of those jokes, Soph? I have some of them.
He's wearing like a wig, but you can still see his like yellow shirt coming out the bottom, and he's also zipped up a hoodie to like pretend to be Franklin, and yeah. And then I can't remember. He was just making some jokes about being maybe this is when he was talking about being tall.
Yeah, it's like my salary has just been birthday and Christmas presents that I've been living off of. And he's like #eat the rich. I was like, oh
yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Oh, that was so good. And then he made the tall joke about like reaching in the supermarkets or whatever. And then
he's like, oh, I got a new phone. I just need you to put your phone numbers in here.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Parties. Yeah. And then Kenan stopped him from going over there.
Yeah. So he said something
and then he like kicked him out of there. He's like, okay, you're done now.
Yeah. There was a couple of other jokes he said. He's like, regardless of what I do, I'll always be the 4th best. He's like, I could cure COVID, but I wasn't on Camp Rock.
Oh my God, that was funny. That was funny.
Did anyone else feel like we definitely need to watch Camp Rock now? Because I feel like there was a lot of Camp Rock references, and I'm like, I watched this.
We should.
Do not feel any desire to watch Camp Rock, but okay.
Guys, it could be an episode, so keep that in the back of your mind.
Josh pays for Disney Plus,
but I've never actually saw the whole movie, so. And I
never watched it.
I'm actually shocked Chinzia hasn't watched it already.
I know, because it's a neat thing that I like boy bands and camp.
You watch Disney Channel like on repeat. Yeah. It didn't come up.
Especially around that time, you were very into it.
I don't know, man. Maybe I was protesting for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yes, because he may have Justin Timberlake out of the band. Could that be?
Well, that was Nick.
Oh, okay.
I know.
All right. So then, okay. So after Pete Davidson, aka Frankie Jonas, gets escorted off the stage, we pan over to the wives' couch, and who is there, Diane?
Wells, but also Dr. Phil.
Oh yes.
Who I do not find this man funny to begin with, and I have no idea why he's on there. Like
Dr. Phil?
Are they at all like affiliated with Dr. Phil?
No.
The only thing I can think is that Dr. Phil is also from New Jersey, I think. So maybe that's how they know him somehow.
He's a pop culture reference because PewDiePie used to do a lot of reviews of like the Dr. Phil shows, and like there's like the joke. Okay. Remember Cash Me Outside? How about that? That
yes,
from
that's
Dr.
from
Phil.
Dr. Phil. Yeah.
Yeah. So like a lot of like and then any children who are bad, he sends them to the ranch. Like everyone goes to the ranch, right? For bad children.
He's all into family drama.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
Didn't that chick, the Catch Me Outside girl, like say that like it was so fucked up and she got like
Like people have talked about the ranch is not a good place, and
the ranch is not a good place. One of the children murdered one of the camp counselors while they were there. Like look into it, like and it's like there's essentially she does like a lot of like videos like and stuff like that about like what the treatment was there, and
like one of those Scared Straight type ranch.
Yeah, it is, and like so she's using her platform for good, which is surprising because considering what
Cash Me Outside chick.
Yes, I know. So yes. Anyway.
She also though is still kind of
rapper like Bad Baby or whatever.
Bad Baby, yeah, that's her. Yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of like how Dr. Phil came into popularity. Was that lady, and then it just kind of like cycled out of control.
Well, no, I think
he was popular because he was Oprah.
Exactly. He used to be like he used to do what he does now on Oprah, and then Oprah just like gave him his own show. It's the same with Dr. Oz.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Thanks, Oprah. Nice.
Yeah,
all right. So
thanks or no thanks.
Anyways, I don't know. I feel like, and I know this sounds stupid, and just because he had and whatever, his accent is very like Southern, I guess. And I just feel like he talks slower, so it makes him sound dumber. I don't know. There's just something about Dr. Phil that rubs me wrong. Maybe it's his ugly mustache. I don't know.
He's fat and bald and ugly.
Why are you an asshole today? I'm sorry. I love everyone, but not yet.
Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz have been widely discredited by a lot of actual doctors. So.
Yeah. So anyway, so he makes some sort of jokes. I can't remember.
The only one that I wrote down was all you boys are fucked and I'm out of here, and then he left.
Nothing he said was actually that funny.
No.
So that was the only line that I got.
And it was like in the crowd though. And then said something like "suck it, dad" or something.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, is his son not a musician?
Yes.
Did we not see him? Was it at the Jonas Brothers show?
No, it was at that. Wasn't it at that Florida Georgia line thing?
He was.
Oh, maybe.
Oh no, you're right. It was at the Jonas Brothers thing.
He might have opened.
He was the opener before.
Okay, I wasn't there.
BB Rexa.
Yes, and then he was meeting people in the lobby.
And we were like, fuck that. I don't care about Dr. Phil's son.
I want to say his name is Jordan.
I don't know.
McGraw, and then so
he's like so okay, so then that
makes better looking than his father, but yes.
Not Jordan Phil?
No, Phil is his first name.
First name, Dr. Phil McGraw or whatever.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
But does it?
Kenny, Dr. Phil's first name is Phil.
Did you not know that?
No.
How did you not?
No. What?
Jordan McGraw.
So what did you?
Yeah.
So when you said Dr. Phil, what did you think his name was?
I never thought he had a first name. I don't know. I thought it was like Cher.
Dr. Bob Phil, like.
I don't know. All right. Okay. We're at 58 minutes. Let's keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. All right. So yeah, essentially Dr. Phil was very, minor part. Haha. And he inserted himself into family drama, and then he's like, "You're fucked, and I'm out of here."
I was more distracted by the guy sitting behind him, which Diane has now identified as Wills, who was just kind of putting himself in there, being like, yes, like you could see he was just trying to get his face onto the screen, which I thought was hilarious.
Oh my God.
And maybe that's why I didn't notice Sarah Hyland. So because I was more.
We would have done the same thing if we were there.
I know. I was just like that. This is me at the show. I am the one sitting behind, being like, yes, everything you're saying is very interesting. Yes, look at my face. So that was what I was distracted by. So yes.
Yeah. All right. So then we move on to the other Jonas wife,
Danielle Jonas,
who lost her voice. Is that true?
And then she had like big cards to say that.
I think that was part of a shtick. Do we feel that? Because I feel like she's not a celebrity, right? So like she's a regular person. I guess that was another thing. I'm like, we should watch the Married to Jonas show because that's
we should.
Should we?
We should. It'd be good content. It'd be good content.
Yeah, so anyway, so she lost her voice and couldn't talk, so had some cue cards and then had Keenan read her little speech there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like a mostly nice thing, and then
I found hers like she didn't really say much bad about him. I think it was mostly good about her husband. I don't know.
There were some hee-hees. Like I ignored him, which reminded him of his mom, which was funny. We went on tour, and we had children the old-fashioned way. He went on tour, and I slept with the milkman. I'm like, hey. Our daughters don't know he's famous, and then he has a massive heart.
Well, they didn't say heart, but he was like, I'm not saying this.
No, but at the very beginning on her big cards, it was like, he says he sings backup vocals, but they don't even give him a microphone and like blah, blah, blah. Yeah. That was pretty good.
That was cute. Yeah. Did I miss anything, Soph?
No, I think you got it all.
Okay. And then
I was just like, man, I've never heard Danielle speak. So I'm like, oh, we're going to hear Danielle speak. And then we didn't hear her speak. And I was like,
nope.
I guess this is the joke. I don't know. But
maybe. Yeah, probably.
And I don't know. Out of all of them, I didn't think it was that good.
Right? So
Are you both talking at the same time? Soph, you first, then Chinzia.
I said at that time, between like Priyanka, I thought hers wasn't that good. Like Danielle wasn't as good. Sorry.
Priyanka is like...
I don't know. I thought Priyanka was like great. Sorry.
Yes. And I also noticed their kiss was like way longer. And then they were like,
Danielle was kind of awkward with her husband. And I was like, okay, but I get it, I guess, because they're on TV, right?
Not long either.
Only one of you can talk at a time. Chinzia, I'm looking at you. You keep making this Christmas card, this Christmas tree thing. What are you doing?
This is my kiss. I said that Joe and Priyanka kissed really long. Not Joe and Priyanka. Nick and Priyanka kissed a really long time. Kevin and Danielle was like a brief one, and then Joe and Sophie was a brief one. That was just a note.
Not to extend this longer, because I feel like we're dwelling on things that are not important.
I know.
I disagree. I feel exactly the opposite. I feel that everything Nick and Priyanka do is very performative and like doesn't seem like they like each other, and then the other ones seem like more genuine couples.
Really? Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like Danielle was very awkward. She didn't really like want to be there.
She's not a celebrity. She's not a performer. So it seems
they've been together 12 years. Come on, give a little something. Come on.
But some people are introverted and are not natural performers.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Okay. But I'm just saying, from my perspective, Danielle was very awkward.
From a person who like if I was her and she like they were asking me to kiss my husband on a stage and on a Netflix special, I wouldn't be like,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
I didn't say to do like that. I just said like show a little, you know, more than that. I don't know. I was like very like
shy. People
I don't know.
Shy.
Okay, I will give her that. I'm just saying this is my perspective that I saw. Yeah. That is all.
But I also feel that if Diane was a Jonas wife, I feel like she would do the same thing with the cards. I don't think she'd be up there being like, yo, whatever. Like,
yeah.
Stand-up is hard. I've done stand-up, and people can be ruthless and mean and boo you. I got booed. Yeah, so like it was during a pinup pageant, and that was my talent because I was like, I can do interpretive dance or I'm gonna do stand-up. I will do stand-up for the first time, and it did not go well. So it's not easy. So I agree
that it's not easy. It was just something that I noticed. Nothing bad. All love to the wives. Thank you so much.
Love to Danielle. Good for you, buddy. All right. So then after that one,
we got Blake Shelton. Sorry.
Did we skip the British guy, or does he
not yet? He's not.
No, he's after.
He's after.
I wrote everything down in order.
Me too. Yeah. So Blake Shelton said we were on when Nick was on 2 seasons of The Voice. I like him because he's non-threatening.
He gave 4 reasons. Sorry, he's giving 4 reasons of why he loves Nick.
Yeah. If you have them, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, if you have it, it's okay to go first.
I don't know. I didn't number them.
Oh, okay. So he wrote 1, not threatening. Artists aren't being told to not release new music because Nick has music coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, always easy to find. He always posts a selfie to Instagram when he leaves the house.
Yes.
Number 3, he's a great actor. He acted as a competent vocal coach for 2 seasons on The Voice.
That was good.
And 4, surrounds himself with people cooler than him. They couldn't pay Blake enough to be in the studio.
Yes, they could not afford to fly him out for that.
That was funny. Yeah, so that was like a video cut in, which was cute. So then we have Jake Whitehall, who was the British man.
But I didn't know this guy. I was like,
no.
He looked vaguely familiar. And then he made a joke at one point about how he looked like the fat version of John. Oh my God, I totally forgot his name.
Mulaney?
Yes.
Not fat. He said pre-rehab John Mulaney.
Yes. Yes.
Did that make you identify who he was?
No, I feel like I've seen like 1 or 2 of his things online.
Well, you're not going to Wikipedia this man.
No.
if anyone's gonna be need to Wikipedia,
we gotta move faster because I feel like
you're right. Okay, so then he's the guy who said to the Jonas dad, "Give that man's testicles a Grammy," which is good. Yeah. And then his hobbies were peeing in the shower or masturbating in an Uber, and I was like, okay.
Oh, so it was this was his guilty pleasure of listening to the Jonas Brothers. So it was like peeing in the shower or masturbating in an Uber. So he was just like giving the details of what it's like to listen to the Jonas Brothers.
And then this next line was good. I get less judgment when my plays shuffle onto R. Kelly, and everyone's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Because R. Kelly pee joke. You know.
And then he called himself a Jonas holic.
Is he what?
He called himself a Jonas holic.
Yeah. And then he was picked on by the Slytherin boys in school. That was cute because.
Oh, and there was a good one. They all, I think he called Nick the Meghan Markle of pop.
Yes, that was cute. Oh yeah. Oh no, yeah. Sorry, I think that's later on.
Okay.
He says, okay, I'll just gonna go through the jokes that I wrote down, and then if I miss it, then tell me what I missed.
Yeah, no worries.
Maybe I don't want girls, Joe Bros before hoes. That he was also a purity pledger. He did not break his manhymen. And October 30th.
He was a purity pledger because everyone in the school pledged not to have sex with him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. October 30th, 2013 was the music industry's 9/11. That was like, oh, that was good.
That was good.
It's Nick's fault, he said, which is true. And then, Nick Jonas is the brother breaker. He's the Meghan Markle of pop. And then, like COVID, we can't eradicate the Jonas Brothers. We just have to live with them, and hopefully they don't mutate.
Yes.
And then he had a big Jonas Brothers tattoo on him.
And then, yes, he ripped open his shirt. It was a very funny tattoo there.
That was funny.
And then, did I miss anything, Soph?
No, you got it.
Okay. So then there was like another clip, of the Jonas Brothers versus One Direction spin class that Niall Horan crashed and Nick Jonas crashed.
Yes.
Joe.
Oh, Joe. Okay.
So
they had wigs on, and they had to they were doing a spin class, and then the other guys were telling him to say things, and they'd have to say
an earpiece. So it was kind of cute, but kind of
that was funny. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the reaction after they revealed themselves. They're like, "Oh my gosh!"
And sometimes I wonder, I'm like, is it just like a spin class full of actors? And they're like, "What? It's him?" Because I'm like, I don't think these people would know who he is. But
the younger ones definitely knew who they were, but there was one old lady who was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Okay, sure."
I know, right? Okay, so then after we go on to Sophie Turner. So I'm just gonna blaze through these jokes. You tell me if I missed anything. Okay. They were wearing. Okay, so which one is she married to again?
She's married to Joe.
Joe. Okay. Sophie Turner is from Game of Thrones. Haha. Okay. So they was wearing purity rings. And he was sticking his fingers in his co-stars. That was
funny.
The finger fit me. Most of the girls were under contract by Disney.
That was good too.
That was a good one too. Camp Rock was a load of shit, she says.
Oh, that one was so everyone watched the sequel of Camp Rock, which was Camp Rock 2, but in England it was a load of shit. That's what they called it in England. A load of shit.
Things in England and America.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Kevin is wonderful, and Nick is Nick, and I was like, ooh, that's good.
Oh, there's one.
Okay.
She said she would never date an actor, and once she saw Camp Rock 2, she knew it was safe to date him.
Yes. And then she said, you don't have a vocal range. And Pete Davidson gave me his phone number.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay, good. Okay, so then the brothers now come and roast each other.
Yeah, brothers versus brother game.
And then, so Kevin's up first. He said something along the lines of, I need to be hit by a car.
Sorry. So he chose the Solar Careers one on the board. Because there's like a whole bunch of things.
A Jeopardy thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So, yeah. So, wait, explain that joke where he needs to be hit by a car.
I don't think I have that one down.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have that one down.
It's something like, when you prepare to listen to, when you go on stage, you have to get slapped in the face to prepare for a joke. When I listen to you, I need to be hit by a car to prepare to your, something like that. It was funny.
For DNCE, right? That was the thing. And then he was talking about his favorite songs, which he only said the one song, and then he's like, were there other songs, basically? That was kind of...
okay, yeah, so there was Cake by the Ocean joke.
Cake by the Ocean, yeah.
Zoolander 2 movie joke. Is
he actually in Zoolander 2?
I don't know. I have no idea. And then, Nick, I asked you to be on Married to Jonas. I guess that was like the cringe moment for him.
In the documentary, you saw how they lost their minds when because they were blaming Kevin for shit and they didn't want to be on the Married to Jonas.
Oh, okay. And then he's like, I'm not scarred from you leaving.
And then he said he's multi-talented. He can sing, dance, and quit the band.
Yes. And then he's like, and you were a host and musical guest on SNL. It was so exciting to collaborate with yourself.
Yes.
That was a good one. Did I miss anything, Soph?
No, that was good.
Okay. So now we go up to Joe. So Joe said there's a first for everything. You were the first to get kicked out of the band, to Kevin. And then...
bad in the documentary.
So you said he chose the childhood category, right?
No, I didn't. But yes.
Okay, sorry. So Joe Jonas chose the childhood category during his time up on stage.
Yeah, and then Joe also said that Kevin wore a lot of scarves.
He said something about that
for 20-year-olds.
Middle child syndrome, and I thought of Chinzia.
Aw.
Oh, thank you.
Did you?
Just so you know, in Zoolander 2, I did think of myself when I talked about middle children. Yes.
Excellent.
In Zoolander 2, he played old and lame show attendee. So Kevin's joke was it was so we didn't have pictures because it was so fast your spot. So,
okay.
So middle children.
Okay, so the reason why he wore scarves was because he had lack of hickeys for a 20-year-old, and then in the bathroom was the only time that you had a solo act. That was good. That was a good one.
There was a lot of Kevin masturbation jokes.
Yeah, and then you showed us it's okay to not have a life. That was cute. And then Nick has a tiny wiener. I don't know. And then if it wasn't for Nick, we wouldn't have gotten a band, and we actually would have gotten along as a family. That was a funny one. Nick's nipples are massive, and then they showed its image of a photoshopped image of giant nipples. And then Nick's we got it. Me and Priyanka have to go. We have to get Nick back in time for his curfew. My little brother is a little bitch.
So there was what does he say? Oh, he said you were the married one, and we took that from you as well because now they're all married.
Yeah, so you need pretty much you couldn't do anything because we keep stealing all your shit.
No, Nick says that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Okay,
I wrote it down.
Sorry.
Okay. Is there anything else that Joe said before I move on to Nick?
Did you say the middle child syndrome, Joe?
No.
Okay, so he was saying the middle child syndrome doesn't matter because Kevin's my big bro and Nick's a little bitch.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
I mentioned the little bitch, right? Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay, so then we move on to...
I didn't understand quickly. Sorry, not to... Whatever. Nick is also technically a middle sibling.
Yeah. Because of Franklin, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Anyways, carry on.
But I feel within the group,
I guess.
a lot of time they just picture the three of
They
them.
really don't care about Frank, you can tell. Anyway, move along.
There's an age gap, too.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing,
Yeah,
right?
that's true, right? Because
he's
true. Years younger than Nick.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now we're on to Nick. And Nick made a breakup joke. Because I guess he's the one who broke up the band.
Yes.
He is definitely.
And he also said he's only a bitch some days of the week.
Yes, which is true.
I was like, are they days that end in Y? But then he didn't end.
Okay. Anyway, DNC and Kevin's family joke. I don't know. I missed that one. Did you guys know?
I think it was like he started it first and then they took it from him because
that was later. Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay, so then side business was a male escort service.
Kevin's side business.
Don't worry, it was just
that was
stuff.
weird. That was weird.
He was a virgin.
Originally he said that. Oh yes.
And then they're like, yeah, so it was just mouse stuff because he was a virgin, and then Joe was the actual male escort or something like that. It's like, haha. But no one was paying him. And then it says, Kevin, we took being married from you. And then he says, one episode of Celebrity Apprentice.
Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
But the breakup joke was they did it for free, but now Netflix is paying them.
Yes.
So they could be breaking up any minute now because, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a joke. Yeah. And then I guess Kevin was on one episode of Celebrity Apprentice where you were fired. That's one thing me and Donald Trump have in common. We both fired you.
That was good.
And then he's like, don't worry, guys, we're not breaking up. So then they get together and a big hug, and then it's kind of over. And then there's an epilogue with Fluffy, the comedian. He was the merch guy selling hair pieces, a lunchbox, slippers, Camp Rock doll, and a lollipop.
That was funny that they're selling the merch to them.
Yeah.
And then Kevin came back and was like, I'm going to buy a few things. Oh, Joe, whoever.
Joe was like, they're like, we're not buying any of this stuff. Well, they took like a lunchbox or whatever. And then he's like, oh, I'll come back and get the other stuff later. And you're like, oh, hilarious.
Yeah, because I'm like, why did they put Fluffy at the end? That's weird. But Fluffy's like his chubby Mexican comedian. He's funny. But why he was even there was kind of a head scratcher as well. But yeah. So
but it was a fun scene. I like that. That was good.
Yeah, so it ended off, and it was cute. You know, they weren't breaking up. They hugged, and everyone hugged, and have a good night, everybody. And that's kind of like how it ended.
I thought 2 thumbs up. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
I was laughing. Kenny was not. I think because he doesn't know he doesn't know the Jonas Brothers. You know, so I guess you have to have a little bit of background to like kind of understand it. But otherwise, I thought there was a few moments where I was like, ha! Like,
yeah. So I had these moments too, and I was like, oh, that's a weird laugh. But yes, it was just like a short.
As I said at the beginning, it was funnier than I thought. I wasn't expecting it to be like laugh out loud funny, but I did genuinely laugh out loud a couple of times, and there was some good burns. Yes. If there's one takeaway that I can take away from this, it is that I need a overall boy band roast to happen.
Yes.
Oh my God, right into Netflix.
So, like, here's my pitch to apparently Eric Michael Estrada from O-Town, who puts together these things now.
Yeah, he's the one that came up with
this year.
Christmas special.
Okay, we're having a Christmas special. Next year, can we have a roast? Like, let Chris Kirkpatrick host it, because we all know he should be the one to host it.
Definitely.
A man can host this shit.
Because he can roast everyone, of course.
That's right.
If you know Chris from NSYNC, you know he's good at roasting people.
Yes.
Joey's pretty good too, I feel.
Joey's okay, but I feel maybe they could do it together. I don't know.
Yeah.
More of like the lighthearted stuff. Like Chris will go for the fucking jugular. Like he'll get like.
So maybe they can switch it off, like after an intermission, Joey can take it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just feel like we'll just get all the boy banders, and then just
Nick is an easy target. I feel like people will be able to like roast him very well.
Nick who? Carter?
Nick Carter. Yes.
Hopefully they agree. They agree to it, right?
You know what?
They agree to do it.
Maybe we can make this into a series. Like each boy band gets their own roast, and then we do a big finale at the end where everyone roasts everyone. Wouldn't that be lovely?
I just don't think. I'm trying to be realistic here, okay? I don't think you're gonna get all the boy bands. Like Justin Timberlake's not showing up for an NSYNC roast, you know. Mm-hmm. But if you do,
they can still roast him.
And
you'll have your like.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you have like enough necessarily material and things to do like a whole roast on each band per se. So if you do like, you just get a few members from each, and then like maybe they can just like roast their own band, like the ones who aren't there and whatever. I don't know. I'm just trying.
I like the idea.
Here, but like
you think of the ones who have been representing their boy bands recently, like in all these collabs, right? So you got your AJ, you got your Nick, Carter. You have your Chris from NSYNC, Joey Fatone, Jeff Timmons, Eric Michael Estrada from O-Town. Like there's like a couple I feel that would be like willing to do this and probably do it every time they get together. It's just like rip on.
You know, you could get some new kids. I feel like new kids can roast each other. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like Joey.
Anyways,
yeah, for sure.
I think that's a great idea. Let's
Eric,
them.
You know, you've been on the show, so I'm sure you're listening.
Exactly.
Of course.
Of course.
Why wouldn't he?
That's our pitch for next year.
Oh, I like that. Excellent idea.
Good job,
Excellent.
Dee.
Yes. Let's manifest.
And on that note, thanks for taking a break with us.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.